Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. Hi, Robin. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Hello, everybody in YouTube and Facebook land. This is Shirley, and this is Shirley's Wind Down Tuesday. I am so glad to be back. I hope you guys missed me because I missed you last week. I'm so sorry I wasn't on last week, but I was still under the weather. I just did not I just didn't feel it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know. I didn't check for COVID, but I kind of have a feeling that I got it. I don't know because I was really, really down for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I was not feeling well at all. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm still not 100%. I would say I'm kind of 95% there. I'm still with some sniffles and runny nose and occasional cough and scratchy, but nowhere near like I was feeling. So I am feeling a lot better. And thank you guys so much for your well wishes. And yes, I do sound better to myself, so I'm assuming I sound better to everybody else. So thank you. And I am feeling a lot better. Hi, Val. Hi, Ann. And again, like I said, hi, Robin. So yes, I am back. And like I said, I still got kind of a little tickle in my throat and a little runny nose, but nothing like it was. Uh, and interesting enough, I got all my shots. I had my flu shot. I got my RSV shot, and COVID shot. All of the stuff you're supposed to get, I had it. So I'm well vaccinated, but it is what it is. But it had me down for a minute. It had me down for a minute. I just could not get my energy up. Um, I just really couldn't function pretty much. I was in the bed for a minute. But that's then, this is now, and I am doing a lot better. So thank you so much. Glad to be able to come back on. And hopefully, people got the message that I would be on tonight, and we'll have a lot of people come in. Hi, Maggie. How are you? Hi, Carol. How are you? And you said your sister just had COVID and it was a mess for her over a week. Yes, it's not good. And and you say you don't believe in the government vaccination. Well, I have to be honest about it. When they first came out with the vaccinations back when COVID was still very prevalent, I was extremely skeptical because in my prior life as a pharmaceutical rep, one of the products that I sold was vaccines, and I knew that it takes a long time to develop pharmaceuticals and test them and everything, especially vaccines. And that was such a rush job, but um, I just bit the bullet and decided to go ahead and take it. And so far, I so far I haven't had any side effects that I'm aware of. But what can I say? Better safe than sorry, I guess. And if there's some extreme backlash or side effects that develop down the line, what can I do about it? It's going to be a whole bunch of us that probably have it. But I do know that um, there were so many people that were leaving this earth back during the pandemic that I was pretty scared because I was an essential worker and I had to go to work every day during the pandemic, and I was in the hospital setting, so I was around people that had COVID, and I felt that it was important for me to do whatever I could to keep myself as safe as possible. So I did decide to do it, and because my kids decided to do it as well, I said, well, we'll all just go down in flames together. So that was my decision to do that. But anyway, that's how it goes. And yeah, so it is. It is what it is. What can I say? It is what it is. So I hope everybody else is doing well, and fall is in full bloom now. And oh yes, I just thought about the hurricane, the tornadoes, all of that, Helena and Milton. I hope everybody that had relatives or was affected or friends or anybody um, came out of there safe and sound. My son that lives in Florida um, is safe and sound and was not affected. He was in outside of Tampa, and well, not Tampa, Fort Myers. And as you know, that area was hit, but he was safe. He didn't get any of the flooding. The tornado went over his little town, but it didn't do any damage to his property. He just had some limbs to come down. Nothing serious happened. He didn't even lose power, even though he had a generator. So he was safe. So trust and believe me, there were plenty people that were sending prayers up along with me for my son and his family. And I do want to thank everybody that I know that did send up prayers for him because I was really worried. I think he got like 150 messages from me asking him if he was going to evacuate, and they did not. But he knew better than I because he said, "Mom, I'm fine. We don't have to. We don't need to. We're not in the midst of it all." And I wasn't convinced, but apparently, like I said, he knew better than I did because they were fine and they are fine. So, um, but I do know, unfortunately, there's so many that it was just the devastation of what happened is so sad. And I have to tell you, when I lived in Florida, we lived in Clearwater and Pinella Park. And if you've been looking at the news or anything like that, that area got hit really, really bad. So we would have been hit. We wouldn't have been hit because we would have been out of there, but our property would have been hit. So I'm so glad we weren't down there at that time. But, just looking at what was affected, it was like, oh my goodness, the Tropicana, the hurricane just ripped the whole top of the Tropicana Stadium, where the what's the baseball team? Can't even think of it right now. But anyway, I've been there. I don't know how many times I've been to that stadium while we were down there. I mean, it just ripped it all apart. It wasn't that far from where we live, so I was like, "Oh my word! Oh my word!" It was a big mess. So please send the prayers out for the people that are still suffering through the devastations of the hurricane and all of that tragedy that has happened down there because those people are really going through it. Um, yes, thank you, Jenny. Yes, they are okay. And yes, I am feeling better. And yes, I am back. And hopefully, all of this illness is gone for the year. I hope and pray. So, have I spoken to everybody that is on? I think I have spoken to everybody so far. So, tonight is going to be talking about a couple of things. Because fall is up on us and Halloween is right around the corner. And didn't get a chance to talk about Halloween or nothing like that. So I'm going to do a little bit of that, not a whole lot, a little bit of fall, not a whole lot. And then someone had asked me when I did put a request out about topics that you were interested in. Someone had mentioned to talk a little bit about breast cancer because October is Breast Cancer Month, just in case you may have forgotten about it. So I am going to touch on that just for a little bit, and then I will move on into talking about embroidery and fall and what have you. So let me dive into that right quick. I have a little information that I think is always important to think about because, like I said, this October is breast cancer awareness. And so, what I did, I just did a little background check to see where we are as far as what's happening. And I wanted to know what was the latest statistics. The incidence of breast cancer most currently in 2024, it is estimated that approximately 310,720 women and 2,800 men will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. Now, I know when we talk about breast cancer, rarely do we talk about men and breast cancer. But don't forget that men can get breast cancer as well. And I know all of us know some men that we care about, be it our husbands, spouses, significant others, sons, brothers, uncles, friends, what have you. So don't forget about men are also um, someone that needs to be concerned about the potential for breast cancer. The lifetime risk of breast cancer is about 1 in 8 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer during their lifetime. The mortality rate for breast cancer death has decreased by 44% since 1989, which is really, really good. I actually have a relative and a classmate that I know that have been diagnosed with breast cancer several years ago, and they seem to be doing fine. Um, However, breast cancer remains the second leading cause of cancer death among women in the United States. So it is still a serious disease. And I know it's one of the most feared diseases that women have because you know, like it says, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. So it is still a concern. The age group trend is that there is a notable increase in breast cancer cases among women that are age 50 and younger. So it is very important for us to make sure that we continue to educate all of our younger women about the need to have themselves checked and for them to check themselves for breast cancer. They need to be doing their monthly breast exams and go in annually for their mammograms. They cannot miss it. And we, those of us that are older, need to continue to have our mammograms as well. The incidence of breast cancer in this age group has risen by 1% annually from 2012 to 2021. And that is the group that I just mentioned, those that are 50 years old or younger. So it is spreading to our younger women. Also, racial and ethnic, there is a racial and ethnic disparity. The incidence of breast cancer is rising among Asian Americans and Pacific Islander women, with an increase of 2.6% from 2012 to 21. The rate of breast cancer death is also declining, but that disparity is still in existence. So, this statistic highlights both the progress made in reducing mortality and the ongoing challenges in addressing the rising incidence rates, especially among younger women and certain racial and ethnic groups. So, again, even though it is um, decreasing, it is still a concern that we need to be very much aware of and make sure that we are, again, like I said, having our mammograms, doing our breast exam, and educating our younger counterparts about the need to do the same. I did ask about the latest treatments for breast cancer, and I was doing my AI research, and it says there have been some exciting advancement in the treatment for breast cancer recently. And one of them is immunotherapy. And this treatment uses the body's own immune system to fight the cancer cells. And it is a promising approach which involves immune checkpoint inhibitors, which help the immune system to recognize and attack the cancer cells. And this uh, has shown a significant potential in uh, a triple negative breast cancer. So, immunotherapy. There's also target therapy, where it is focused on a specific genetic mutation or protein that drives the cancer growth. So it's unlike chemotherapy, it is a targeted therapy that attacks that cell. And then they also have new drugs that the FDA has approved that target specific genetic mutations. Um, and you see a lot of advertisement on TV. I see that all the time. I can hear them talking about all these different types of drugs for breast cancer that's out there and available. And then, of course, they do have experimental drugs that are out and available that have yet to be FDA approved that has shown promise in treating breast cancer that has spread to the bones. And that's when it's really, really serious, when it has spread to your bones, because that's when it's, has left the breast and it's gone elsewhere. So it makes it that much harder to to treat. So there have been some very significant improvements in the treatment for breast cancer. So I asked, what is the suggestion for preventing breast cancer? And several things have been stated. Preventing breast cancer involves adopting healthy lifestyle habits and being aware of the risk factors. And here are some suggestions for both men and women. First of all, they said you need to try to maintain a healthy weight. Being overweight or obese increases the risk of breast cancer. So your aim should be to make, excuse me, be able to maintain a healthy weight through a balanced diet and regular physical activity. Also, when you're doing your breast exams and everything is important, because if you are full figured and you have pretty hefty breasts, large breasts, it's hard to find the lump if there is one. So that is also an issue, that when you're doing your self-exam, so that makes it even more important for you to do your regular mammograms, because you can miss that lump if you are full figured and have a full plump bust like I do. It's kind of hard to find those lumps and bumps up in there. So it could be a risk factor. So they do suggest that you try to maintain a healthy weight. They also suggest that you exercise regularly. Engaging in regular physical activity can help reduce the risk of breast cancer. And the aim is to have at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise each week. Limit your alcohol intake. Alcohol consumption is linked to an increased risk of breast cancer. It's best to limit alcohol intake or avoid it altogether. Now, keep in mind, all of these things and suggestions and stuff is for recommended for a healthy lifestyle in general, for any type of cancer, for heart, healthy heart, all of those things. So, just in general, this is keeping yourself healthy. They also suggest that you avoid smoking. Smoking is a known risk factor for many cancers, including breast cancers, lung cancers, as we know. Quitting smoking can significantly reduce your risk. Women that breastfeed have been shown to reduce the risk of breast cancer, especially if continued for a year or more. Limit the use of hormone therapy. Long-term use of hormone replacement therapy can increase the risk of breast cancer. Discuss your alternatives with your healthcare provider if you are considering HRT. And so those women that take hormone therapy for menopause and what have you, birth controls, all of those things, then you need to understand the risk factors that go along with that as far as the potential of developing breast cancer. And of course, they do recommend having your regular screening. Early detection through regular mammograms and clinical breast exams can help catch breast cancer early when it's most treatable. If you find that lump early enough, there's a great possibility that if it is discovered, that they can do a lumpectomy or mastectomy or something to remove the cancer and uh, prevent it from spreading. And also, very important, be mindful of family history. If you have a family history of breast cancer, discuss it with your healthcare provider. They may recommend genetic testing or more frequent screening. They have genetic testing that people do that some people will decide to have a voluntary mastectomy, bilateral mastectomy, just as a precaution so they won't develop breast cancer. If I remember correctly, I think Angelina what's her name? Jolene did it because she had breast cancer in her family history. So people are doing things like that to prevent developing breast cancer if there is a high genetic rate in their family. So there are steps that people do take to keep from developing breast cancer. Um, now, I asked specifically because I mentioned earlier about men. So I said typically men don't get routine mammograms. So what should men do to check for breast cancer? And what is suggested is that men also do self examinations. Now, I don't know how often men are told to do that. I, as a nurse, never recommended it. I don't know if doctors speak directly to men in general and advise them to do a breast exam. I don't know, but that's interesting. But it is recommended that men do breast exams routinely and check for lumps. Look in the mirror, see if there's anything that looks odd. Also, when they go in to see a doctor, have a routine check done, looking for any abnormalities of the breast, and be aware of the symptoms. Lumps or swelling, skin changes such as dimpling or puckering, nipple discharge or redness or scaling of the nipple or the breast skin, and then do imaging tests. If a lump or other symptoms are detected, then the doctor may recommend imaging tests such as an ultrasound, mammogram, or MRI to get a better look at the breast tissue. So early detection is also key and important for men to be proactive about their breast health and report any unusual changes to their healthcare provider. So I personally feel like we as women, because we are aware that it's important to check our breasts routinely, that we tell our men in our life about the need to check their breasts. They are aware, usually most men are aware about prostate cancer and that they need to check themselves for prostate cancer once they get to be a certain age. but I'm not aware of people talking about breast cancer for men. I know I've not discussed that with my sons, but in the research that I was doing, I realized that even though it's very small, but there is a potential for men to develop breast cancer. So it is not something that would be considered unusual to have men check their breasts, especially if there is a familial history. If their mothers or some female in their family, close female in their family, has had breast cancer, then maybe that's something that they may want to discuss um, with their physician to see if they are at risk and to do routine uh, breast exams. So I just wanted to point that out since this is October and it is breast cancer awareness, that we be mindful to keep that in mind, that we do need to continue to do our routine breast exams every month, especially even though most of us are older, we still need to do it, and we still need to continue to get our annual manual mammogram or every 2 years, or how often our doctors recommend it. I can't remember. I think I just get it when they tell me to do it. I can't remember if it's every year, every 2 years, whatever. But I, whenever they say I need to have one, I go get it, and I do my, I do my routine exams. But again, like I said, I thought it was very interesting about um, talking about the risk factors for men. So that was what I wanted to say about breast cancer and breast cancer awareness for the month of October. But it's something we need to be aware of every month of the year. I do know people, like I said, in my family and friends that have breast cancer or had breast cancer. And unfortunately, I am aware of a few people that actually passed away from breast cancer. So it affects a lot of people. It affects, I wouldn't be surprised if most of us can say that we know somebody that knows somebody that has lost somebody to breast cancer. The other thing, the last thing that I wanted to mention, and if anybody has any questions or want to make any comments, please feel free to do so. But the one other thing that I wanted to mention before I get on the other topic is Embroidery Library has a free design that you can get this month. And this is, I stitched it out, and this is their breast cancer awareness design that you can get from Embroidery Library, and it's a free download. So that I think this is embossed, a quick, easy stitch out. So if you want to get it, just go on to Embroidery Library and download it and stitch it out. And it's a good gift to give to somebody that you know that may have gone through that, or just a reminder for yourself or what have you. I stitched it out this afternoon because I wanted to show it to you guys. But like I said, it is a free design on Embroidery Library. You just go on there, download it. Doesn't cost you a dime. So I just wanted to let you guys know about it, just in case you didn't do. And Robin, you said you got the design, but you haven't stitched it out yet. Okay. Yeah, I just stitched it out today. I got it, I don't know, a week or so ago. But I said, okay, since I'm going to talk a little bit about it tonight, I might as well go ahead and stitch it out. And I think it turned out pretty good. And it's a nice size design. I decreased it a little bit because I used my 8x9. It's right around 8. It's close to 8x8. And using my mighty hoop, want to make sure I didn't hit them edges and stuff. I reduced it down to a 7x7, so it turned out really really cute. So I'm happy with it, very happy with it. And hi Leslie, how you doing? Saw you when you popped in, so I just wanted to make sure that I acknowledge you. So Now that I got the breast cancer stuff out of the way, let's move on into talking about embroidery. And what I want to just talk about just a little bit are trends. I was looking on YouTube the other day, and I ran across this video that was talking about what's trending for the season, and they were talking about the trending colors, and I was surprised to see that even though this is fall, the trends weren't fall colors. It was a very pretty blue. Anything that's blue. One of the colors that they did um, was like a baby blue almost, or the blue that's like the jean jacket that's in the back of me. But blue was very, very popular for this season. So I was like, wow, that is pretty interesting. They weren't really looking at the traditional fall colors like the orange and the blacks and the burgundies and what have you, the golds, so forth and so on. But this particular person was looking at Target, and she said that Target was a good indicator of what's trending for whatever season or whatever holiday. So, especially for people that are trying to come stay in the know or trying to stay on trend for their business or what have you, it was recommended that you check out and see what was happening at Target because they tend to stay on trend. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So I did Google, and I also did the AI to see what AI came up with. Now AI did not give me the color blue, like this particular person did that was on YouTube. What I got from AI was pretty traditional, even though it was um, a little different, a little different. The colors that are trending for the fall, according to AI, are siren red. And it says the siren red is heating up in the fall on runways. It's making a bold statement throughout the collection. The fiery shade dominates everything from sleek figure hugging dresses and high necklines and outerwear and all of that. And it's showing up very dominant in embroidered items. The other color is a chocolate brown. Chocolate browns are making a strong comeback with the 90s inspired designs, which are perfect for minimal and neutral designs. And enthusiasts are crazy for this kind of design. The browns showcase a sleek, luxurious hue that shines with them. It makes everything look classy and elegant. The other one is a butter yellow, like the sun or the glow from a sunset, which got a little orange hue to it. Yellow colors have has always been the favorite color of spring. It can be seen everywhere in our surroundings. In the environment, the brands are very graceful, using the perfect yellow color from spring to fall. The collections have been seen in tailored pieces, luxe leather, and cozy knits. It is a versatile hue, and it brings a fresh twist to autumn. It has a richer tone, and it pairs very well with the chocolate brown and caramel. That does sound nice, doesn't it? Now it does go into the blue. It says seas of blue, a wave of blue sky, powdered cobalt and navy sets the dominant sets to dominate the fall 2024 wardrobe. Brighter blues create punchy, eye-catching statements, while the deeper tones embody the timeless elegance of luxury and aesthetics. So the blues are really popping. And the other one that I thought was interesting, but it was also mentioned by this person that was talking about what was trending in Target, was Pretty in Pink. Pale pink exudes charming, cutesy vibes this fall, appearing in various styles from flirty ruffled dresses to cozy knits and elegantly tailored coats. This delicate hue is soft and subtle, allowing wearers to embrace femininity without overwhelming their look. The pale pink works beautifully for layering, adding a touch of warmth and playfulness. And then they go into the refreshing lemon lime. Not that chartreuse, but the lemon lime. The bright spectrum of citrus shades shows that bright, playful hues aren't limited to spring. From the boldness of chartreuse to the daring edge of green, these lively colors inject invigorating energy into their fall wardrobe, perfect for making a statement as the days grow shorter. So you got your lemon lime, siren red, your yellows, your pinks, and chocolate. And I think the last one is a deep green and teal. Olive green is a staple for this season, but the deep, rich green and beautiful teals are also trending. Dark spruce colors are best suited for winter and autumn, while every seasonal palette includes a version of teal or blue green, making it a versatile choice for autumn fashion. You can opt for hoodies and jackets and even sweatshirts in these colors. So they're recommending that if you use these colors in your designs, in your embroidery designs, in the choice of fabrics that you choose, if you're making t-shirts, hoodies, if you're making quilts, if you're making any kind of apparel or any type of um, item that requires you to use garments or threads and you incorporate these colors, then you're basically going to be on trend. So I thought that that was pretty interesting. Like I said, getting away from the orange and the golds and the blacks and all of the colors that we normally think about when we think about fall and kind of the Halloween type colors, which can get to be a little mundane, I think, because we do it all the time. But I was really intrigued with that blue. When I looked at that pretty blue, especially when it was like powder blue, baby blue, and I love teal, I was like, oh my, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. I really, really do like um, the changing of the color. And Robin, you said pink is your favorite color. Carol, you said you like yellow. And I'm a red person. I love red, but I think I'm beginning to fall in love with blue as well. I used to just love neutral browns and beige and golds. Almost everything that I had was in that um, those hues, and I kind of got away from that. And like I said, I started moving more into red. I started looking at my wardrobe, my closet, and everything in it was almost red. So now I'm rethinking that, and it looks like I'm moving more into the blues. But it really sounds really, really interesting that you can kind of follow the trends and change up your colors. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is that um, don't ditch your other stuff because it's a trend. What goes out eventually comes back. We've seen that happen. We've seen that happen with the things that we purchase, and you put it aside, and 4 or 5 years later, or even less, it comes back into style. They'll give it a different name, but it's the exact same thing that we had. Like the wide leg pants that they have now are very, very similar to the elephant legs that we had back in the 60s and are the bell bottom legs that we had in the 60s, the paddle pusher things that we had back in the 60s and 70s and what have you. And now they have, I don't even know what they call them, but the ankle pants, I guess is what they call them now. And they come back, they go and they come. I remember when everybody talked about the mom jeans, everything was, they laughed at you because you wore mom jeans. Now you see they keep calling them high waist jeans now, and they're back in style. The skinny leg jeans are gone. I can't stand the skinny leg jeans anymore. And back a while back, several years ago, that's what everybody was wearing, skinny leg jeans, because everybody was wearing leggings and jeggings and stuff like that. Now people are moving away from that and wearing the straight legs or the boot cuts or the wide legs and getting away from the skinny legs. So as you can see, everything recycles and changes and what was trendy yesterday is out of trend tomorrow. But then if you hang around, it comes back into trend next week. It's really interesting. But I just thought that that was something that would be interesting to put into your repertoire when you're working on your projects and trying to get inspired to think about what do you want to do, or if you're dragging fabric out of your home stash where you bought fabric years and years ago. Pull that stuff out because you may have bought some of these colors several years ago and put it away. Now you can pull it out because now they're back in trend. Or you go into the fabric shop and you see that's all you can find now. Sometimes you go looking for a certain color in the store and you can't find it to save your life. And then, you wait a while and that's all you see. It's interesting. I just think that that is really, really interesting. Hi, Becky. How you doing? Hi, Marissa. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Um, so yeah, so I got all of the colors. So the other thing was I asked about what types of projects were trending for the fall. And it says this fall machine embroidery projects are all about a touch of elegance and creativity to everyday items. And they listed a few of them. Number one, embroidered home decor. Now I know we do our sew along, and every time we do a sew along and we complete the project, then we get together and try to decide what is going to be our next project. And sometimes we can come quickly with an idea, and then sometimes we struggle with what we're going to come up with. And this particular time, we decided that we were going to do a wall hanging. So that's what we're working on now, wall hanging. So embroidered home decor. When I looked at it, two of the things that we discussed is on this list. Throw pillows, which we talked about, blankets, and wall hangers. So we're on trend. And it says hangings with intricate designs are very popular. And I know Design by Juju have very intricate designs with a lot of their wall hangings and pillows and their quilting designs and what have you. Another Other projects are personalized accessories, customized tote bags, scarves, hats with unique embroidery are in high demand. So, not just your plain monograms and what have you, but something that is different and unique. It can be a monogram, but a very unique font of some kind would be something that would make it stand out, or either some type of decorative font with floral or something mixed in and added would brighten it up and make it unique. And there's a lot of fonts that I have seen on Stitchtopia. Uh, Designed by Juju has a few of them as well. Well, quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. So those are some things to think about. They would really look nice on scarves. Also, they mentioned fashion forward, embroidered jackets, jeans, and even shoes are making a big statement. I have seen shoes that are embroidered all over. Now, I would love to figure out how to do that. I have embroidered on boots and I've embroidered on some tennis shoes, but I don't know how without taking something all the way loose and how you put it back together. I don't know how you can do it all over, but I have seen them. I have seen them done. I have seen shoes that are embroidered all over. How that's done, I don't know, but they look amazing, absolutely amazing. Um, and jeans where the embroidery is all the way up the leg. Now, I have a pair of jeans that I did some embroidery all the way down the leg, where I put some Oriental letters all the way down. And I made sure that I knew what the letters meant. And I can't remember where I bought the letterings. I think I got them off of Etsy, I think. But anyway, I have them all the way down one leg. And I really love that look. And I paired it with a jean jacket that has a dragon on the back. I'll show it to you guys one day. But I thought that was really, really a cute combination putting it together. I was going to wear that at the expo if I had gone to the expo for that dinner. But since I didn't go, I didn't get a chance to wear my little outfit. But I made this a while back because I made it. Was I in Florida when I did that? No, I wasn't. I wasn't in Florida. I was here. But anyway, that's really nice. And I've seen jeans where they've been embroidered all the way down the leg with flowers, and I love that look as well. That's the next thing that I'm going to try to do. So that's something that looks really really nice. You might want to think about doing something like that. And then they also said in the hoop projects, these projects are completed, as you know, entirely within the embroidery hoop, such as ornaments, keychains, coasters. You can do so many things in the hoop. They have tons of things that are done in the hoop. A lot of the ones they're not 100% completed in the hoop because you do a lot of it in the hoop and then you have to put it together. Like our Christmas tree skirt that we did um, a year ago, we made it and then we put it together. We had to sew it together. So it was 100% done in the hoop as far as putting the panels and the appliques and all of that. But then to actually make it a skirt, we had to put all the wedges together and stuff like that. So it wasn't 100% in the hoop, but the majority of it. But then there's so many projects that you can do, and they're done in the hoop. I've done a lot of little purses and totes and things like that, baby bibs, pot holders, wall hangers, different things, coasters, patches. All of those things can be done in the hoop. And when they're done in the hoop, they're pretty simple. They make it pretty simple to do, um, especially if they have good instructions. Now, some things don't have good instructions, which make them a little difficult to do. But if they have good instructions, then it makes it a lot better. But yes, they can be done in the hoop. So if you haven't done any, um, I've done coasters, keychains, ornaments, as they said, a lot of freestanding lace, especially when it comes down to ornaments. Somebody had said that they want to see some mylar, and I have that on my list to do some mylar, um, freestanding lace mylar ornaments. I'm going to show you guys how I've done some for myself when another demo that I intend to do, and that that's really nice for Christmas. I made some Christmas ornaments using mylar, and it sparkles. It sparkles. It's really cute. That's something that you might want to do. And I'm trying to remember, where did I get the design from. I don't remember exactly where I got it from. And number 5 is sustainable fashion. Upcycling old clothes with new embroidered design is a great way to create unique, eco-friendly fashion pieces. And as you guys know, we just did our denim purses that we did from old jeans that many of us got out of the Goodwill. We got jeans out of the Goodwill, cut them up, and made our cute little purses out of. And that was a really fun project. Interesting enough, it was um, it was a challenge. I know Leslie mentioned when she was discussing the purse that she did, that she was following somebody on YouTube and they didn't talk. Well, that same thing happened to me. One of the second one that I did, the second purse that I made, was exactly, I had the same experience. And the person, I think name is Ira Hart, IRE Hart, HEART. She does a whole bunch of them, but she doesn't talk. There's it's just music, nice, soft, soothing music, and she shows you how she does it, but she doesn't speak at all. There's no directions or anything. So you just have to watch her and follow her, and do what she, copy her, which can be challenging because it's like, what did she do? And then you roll it back. What did she do? But it was fun. It was fun, and it works. It actually works because you can follow her or any of those people. The main thing is getting the measurements right, and most of the measurements are in centimeters. I mean, and once you convert the centimeters to inches, or either get a ruler or measuring tape or whatever that centimeter, get your measurements correct, then the rest of it is, like I said, just following what she does. The biggest challenge that I had with my purse was the zipper part. The second zipper. The first zipper was easy. The second zipper part was a little complicated because it was difficult to see to comprehend exactly what she was doing. And the measurement that she gave did not work. So I literally had to ignore the measurement that she gave because it made me cut my zipper off too short, and I couldn't finish it. So I had to do it all over again, and I didn't cut my zipper, and I was able to complete my purse. So that worked out. But other than that, just watching the demonstration worked out. I personally don't care for that type of tutorial, but it is possible to follow. So if anybody wants to do a denim purse or some type of upcycling, and you're watching those people that do it that don't talk, just keep in mind that when we went on YouTube and put in denim purse, how to make one tutorial, whatever, 90% of the tutorials that were on there were done by people that did not talk. And I'm assuming that they were all foreigner and they didn't speak because they had a foreign language, and so therefore they didn't speak. And but anyway, it worked out. So we had fun upcycling. I want to do some more, um, and I probably will because I do have some more jeans left. So I probably will make another purse or two because I have I have a few more pair of jeans left. So at some point I'll probably make at least a couple of more purse and totes or whatever, just for the fun of it, just to see. But yeah, that's a project that you guys might want to try uh, if you are so inclined. I do challenge you guys to do that. I think you will enjoy it. I really do. So, what else did I ask the AI about trending? I asked about what are some of the trending Halloween designs, because when I looked on YouTube, this same particular person that was talking about the trends colors also talked about Halloween trends. And it was interesting the things that they mentioned that was selling were ghosts of any kind on anything, be it shirts, cups, um, book covers, towels, everything. They said ghosts. The cute ghosts, not the scary ghosts, but the cute ghosts were trending. And cats, ghosts, and cats. So I thought that was interesting. I'm not a cat person. I am not a cat person. I'm a dog person. I love dogs. I don't hate cats. I'm just not a cat person. But that was the two things that they said was trending: cats and ghosts. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're thinking about what do you want to do. And I know it's almost Halloween, so I'm pretty sure most everybody that's going to do something for Halloween probably has already done it. Especially if you were in the process of making something to sell, I'm pretty sure you've already done it. But if not, then that's allegedly what's trending. And she mentioned that it can be a towel, it can be a coaster, it can be a jacket, a shirt, whatever you're doing. Ghosts and towels, cats. When I check with AI, they mention jack o' lantern designs, classic and versatile. And they said these designs can be used on a variety of things like pillows, bags, and aprons. And I do see a lot of jack-o'-lanterns, so I agree with that. Spooky cats. Black cats with witch hats, glowing eyes, or in spooky poses are very popular. So it did mention cats. Also, ghosts and bats. Simple yet effective designs can be used for a variety of projects. So it did mention ghosts. Spider webs. I've seen a lot of spider webs as well. Intricate spider web designs with spiders are trending for adding a creepy touch. Halloween boo design. Boo. B-O-O. Boo. Halloween boo designs. The classic boo with spooky elements like bats, ghosts, and pumpkins are trending. Witchy elements. Designs featuring witches, brooms, and cauldrons are very popular. Moonlit ghosts. Ghosts with a moonlit background create a hauntingly beautiful effect. And then, interesting enough, and I've seen a lot of this on, especially on urban threads, dragons and dragon skeletons, which is a unique twist on traditional Halloween designs, adding a mythical element because the mythical elements are in that are trendy anyway, and then you add that to Halloween, they're looking at dragons and skeletons. So those are the things that are trending for Halloween. So if you're still in the market, if you're still trying to figure out what kind of Halloween design you're going to have, if you're going to have a little Halloween party or a Halloween get together for the kiddies or the grandkiddies or what have you, these are the things that are trending. If you're making stuff to sell or give away or whatever, then that is also trending. And Carol, you said at first I thought you said goats. No, I didn't say goats. Dragons, skeletons, ghosts, ghosts, Ghost, ghosts, moonlit ghosts, like ooh, ghosts. Uh, Not goats, not the Goat, but ghosts like coming back from the afterlife. Ghosts. So those are the things that are trending. Also, what is interesting, if you haven't done it and you're still making stuff, glow in the dark thread. Glow in the dark thread. They also have glow in the dark fabric. I bought some from Joann last year, and I know they have some this year. I didn't get any, but those are fun. Those are really, really fun if you make something out of the glow in the dark, especially if you're having some type of little get together or whatever. Are you making a little cute little costume or something for the kiddies to go do their little trick or treating stuff? The glow in the dark fabric or using some glow in the dark thread will be a lot of fun. So don't forget about glow in the dark thread. I have white, orange, a really light orange, a pink, and a yellow, I believe, and a green, I think. Came in a set of four, a pink, a green, an orange, and a yellow, and I had already had a white. So I think those are the only colors. Blue, maybe I've seen, but I don't have any blue. I don't think. But anyway, those get you if you don't have any glow in the dark thread, get you some. because they're fun. I have stitched with it. I put some on a cap before, and it's really cute. You turn the light off, and it does glow in the dark. And you know what would really be cute? And I think I did that. If you do it with the puff embroidery, either you use a puff design or you use that puffing stuff and you use glow in the dark thread, especially if you're doing it on a design on a costume or something, or on a little tote or something for the kiddies to go trick or treating or something, or a pumpkin outline a pumpkin or something like that for the little trick or treating bag or goodie bag or something. I think that would be really really cute. So that I think would really really be nice to do. Hi, who popped in? Deborah. How you doing, Deborah? And Becky. Hi. I think you the only two that popped in that I have not spoken to tonight. So I am so glad that you guys did come in tonight. Um, because I know not coming on last week kind of throw people off because I know folks probably didn't know if I was coming on tonight or not or what have you. But I am feeling better, like I mentioned at the beginning, um, that I'm feeling better. I'm not 100% still, but I'm nowhere near as off kilter as I was for the last past, I would say 2.5 weeks, because I was really not well for a period of time. But I'm heading back in the right direction, which is good. I'm trying to get my strength back up, my energy back up. I wasn't eating or anything, and I know that was making me feel weak. I also lost quite a bit of weight, which is good. I went to the doctor, had to go to the doctor because I think I told you guys I broke my toe. I broke my big toe. So I got this stupid flat foot thing on my foot that I got to wear for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So it's just been a mess. I had everything that was going on. I had a sleep study that I had to do. I had a halter monitor thing I had to do. So there was things going on with me. Um, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. So it wears you out. It makes you tired. It gives you a little brain fog. Makes things a little difficult for you to do your functioning and stuff, and then you have to do your recovery to come back. But I'm heading back in the right direction. I have several things that I'm working on that I want to put into motion. I have some plans of upcoming things that I'm going to do as far as some demos and stuff that's coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. And so you guys be sure to keep coming back next week and the next week and the next week, because I have a few things already on my agenda that I want to be sure to talk about. And then also, I need you guys to let me know what else that you want me to talk about. I need you to give me that input. It does help because I write it all down and I try to keep it listed so I can add it, because I'm looking at it now, the stuff that we talked about before that you say you wanted me to do, and I'm trying to do my catch up. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do my catch up. Um, that's why I got stuff already listed. And I don't know, several of you participate with Jeanette's Christmas um, Elfster. And I noticed she put her invite out today. If you guys are interested in that, you might want to check your email because it went out today. And I think you have until the 31st of the month to respond if you want to participate in the in her Christmas exchange. So check your email if that's something that you're interested in doing. Because I got my invite today and I noticed that there are some people that have already signed up. I signed up and I know there's several other people that have signed up. So, like I said, if you're interested in it and you follow along with Jeanette, which I think most of everybody that's on here does, and you're interested in participating in her thing, check your email because she wants you to respond by the 31st. And what else I want to say? I think that was about it on that. So I do need you guys, of course. The thumbs up are always important. Always important. That helps the channel, helps me to grow, keeps everything moving. Subscribing, comments. Comments are very important, just like the likes are important. The comments are important. The subscribing is important. Um, being all for well actually had to take an hour we took an hour off for the vice president. I don't know if you did I disappear because I disappeared on my end. Okay, I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened on my end. I just disappeared, so hopefully I'm back and you all can hear me and all that stuff because I know the internet acts a fool every once in a while. I froze. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not frozen anymore. I hope. Am I still frozen? Okay, good, good. I something happened. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but those things, they're out of my control. Trust me, they're out of my control. I don't know why certain things happen with the internet and your streaming service and all of that stuff. Um, but on my end, I just totally went away. It just went off screen. It was blank. And I was like, I don't know what's happening on this end, but I'm back, so that's good. Sorry about that. I do apologize for that. I don't know what happened. And what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by the doggone internet? I don't remember. What was I talking about? I know I had mentioned about the Epster, and I think I had finished talking about that. Um, oh, I know what I was trying to get you all to continue to support my channel and to give me some recommendations, give me some suggestions, give me some things that you're interested in, what you want me to talk about. I do have a few things that I do want to talk about that people mentioned that they were interested in, but I still need some more suggestions because it helps me to give you stuff that I know that you're interested in because that's what I want to do. I want to talk about stuff that you're interested in because that's the only way that makes the channel grow. And so please put information in there. Let's say I think it was the internet. You be like, okay, good. I think it was the internet too because it just went whatever. I have no clue what that was. Um, or why it happened because I didn't get any warning or anything saying. Sometimes I get a warning saying that there's a um, that the internet is weak or something like that, some kind of little warning to come up, but I didn't get any of that. It just disappeared from the face of the earth. So I, I don't know. I don't know what that was all about, but it came back, so that's good. Oh, okay. And Carol, you say you're Dr. Zeus. You're in pretty good shape for the shape you're in. Okay. Uh, so everybody is really quiet tonight. Everybody is really quiet. Don't forget to go on Embroidery Library and get your free uh, breast cancer design. For those of you that may have come in late, I want to show this to you again. This is a free design from Embroidery Library that I stitched out today. It is free. Go on there and get it. It's embossed. It took me about 27 minutes to stitch it out, so it's a really quick stitch. No, I don't remember how many stitches it is, but it's a knockdown emboss. So go get your design. Thank you, Jenny. I like it. I think it was really, really cute. And it's something that you can just stitch out for yourself or a friend. If you know somebody that has breast cancer, or it can be donated, you could just stitch out a bunch of them and donate it to the hospitals or the cancer clinics or any place around you. I just thought it was a pretty cool design, especially since it was free. It's something that you can always have and be able to do, use it, do something with it. And Robinson, now I guess I'm going to have to get a towel to embroider it on my first time doing a towel. Yes, there you go. That's a perfect opportunity for you to get a towel and to stitch out on it. It's a quick stitch. It's no big deal. I use some tearaway. I put the water soluble on top of it, and I just let it rip just one color. That's the pink. White towel, if that's the color you want to do it in. If you get a white towel, just use the pink thread, and voila, there you go. That's it, just one color thread, and let it go. It took 600 stitches per minute is what I had it set on, and I did it in 27 minutes. So, like I said, it's a quick stitch out, no big deal, very very simple. If you guys are interested in it, and like I said, the best thing about it is free. Anytime you can get something free. Stitchtopia also has a free design. It's a Halloween design. Can't remember what it says, but it's a Halloween design. They do one I want to say every week or every other week. They do one that's free. I don't always get them because I forget, but they have them. So don't forget to check them out. Also, just thought about it. Embroidery Library has a Christmas skirt, looks similar to what we did last year. They have 10, is it 10? I believe it's 10 designs that they're going to be giving away. One, it must be one a week. Every time you buy a design or every week that you buy a design, I think it's kind of like how Urban Thread did with their patches. But they're going to give away a design every time you buy a design from them. you'll get a free design until you get all 10 of those designs that you can put on this skirt if that's what you want to make. But you'll get these free designs. It's like a train, I think it is, but it's really cute and they're free. So of course, they want you to buy a design from, but they don't have a price limit on it. So it's not like you got to spend a whole lot of money. And it didn't say that you couldn't get something that's on sale. So check out Embroidery Library and Urban Thread had those patches that they were giving away. If you spent $5, you got, I think, a couple of patches free. Now that was for the month of September. That pros that promotion is over with. Now you can buy the set if you didn't get the whole thing free. You can buy the whole set now. Uh, but it's kind of expensive. I think when I looked at it, it was like $27. I almost spent $27 because I know I got at least two or three of the sets free. I didn't get them all, so I got to figure out a way how to get the ones that I didn't get because I don't really want to buy the whole thing. But I like the patches. They're really, really cute, but they are on sale. If you're interested in those patches and you didn't participate in their free giveaway thing, if you spend $5, you got the patches, what have you. And they're like sewing patches, badges. They're badges, is what they call them. But anyway, if you're interested in that, you know what I'm talking about. Go on there, check it out. If you want to buy them, they got them on sale. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Um, if you missed them and you're interested in there, they are on sale. I knew that they would eventually go on sale, but I wish that they would sell them individually. When I looked, they weren't sold individually. They were sold as a group. I wish that they would sell them individually because I don't want to buy the ones that I already have. I just want to get the ones I don't have. But right now, the last I looked, they were selling them as a group. So I think that's it. What else did I see? I don't know if any place else has anything special going on right now that I noticed. Nothing else that I've noticed that is noteworthy. But if anybody else has anything that is noteworthy that you want to mention, go ahead and put that in there so I can shout it out. I don't know if anybody else has anything that they want to add or put in here or say. Please do, because you guys are extremely quiet tonight. Extremely quiet. Well, I don't guess anybody else has anything to say, and I have covered everything that I had planned on covering tonight. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for tonight. Because Robin, you say you're tired and you're preparing your fabric for tonight, for tomorrow night. I'm tired too. Um, like I said earlier, I'm not 100% yet. So I'm going to go ahead and make it short tonight and say good night to everybody. I do appreciate everybody stopping by. And hopefully, I'll be even better next week. And thank you again for stopping by. And we're going to go ahead and say good night to everybody. And yes, we will be meeting tomorrow night for the So Long Crew. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say you guys have a wonderful night and wonderful rest of your week. And you guys take care. Bye bye.